Once upon a time, before the beginning of the world, before there was a world and gods, there was only chaos. It is a dark abyss, endless, empty, vague, wandering in vast space. At first, chaos was an extremely abyss, ferocious like the sea, dark, wandering, wild. The 17th-century English poet Milton re-expressed the ancient Greek concept of the origin of the world and the gods in two such verses. But then from chaos arose a world with many strange things and gods with an unusually rich life. From chaos was born Gaia, Mother Earth of all creatures, with immense breasts. Mother Earth Gaia is the birthplace of countless living beings and creatures for eternity. Chaos gave birth to Ereb eternal darkness and Nyx dark night. But that and number 39 est not all. From chaos was born Tartar hell and Eros love. Eros was the last child of chaos but the most beautiful. Eros was born to take on the mission of making gods, people, plants, flowers, and all things harmonize and bond together to create the world and eternal life. Thus chaos gave birth to Five and Quat, children and Quat. With these and Quat, 5 people and Quat, today we call them principles, will give birth to many descendants that will continue forever. Ereb eternal darkness took Nyx dark night as his wife. They gave birth to 2 children. He is the eternal air ether. The younger is the clear light Emera. De jour was born from this light. Since then the world has been filled with light. Day and night take turns reigning. Goddess Mother Earth Gaia has plump breasts full of vitality. Her first child is Oranos, the twinkling starry sky. The Greek poet Hesiod, who lived in the 8th or 7th century BC, recounted in the book Theogony, the earth goddess has ample breasts. For everything she is a solid foundation. The blonde-haired earth girl was born to the world. First of all, the twinkling starry sky, her close friend. Let the sky cover the whole world, to make a residence for the gods of ultimate bliss. She also gave birth to the towering, proud Mount Aria and the vast Pontos Sea, sometimes fiercely roaring, sometimes gently whispering. The heavens, mountains, and seas were all born from the goddess Mother Earth Gaia. They were fatherless children, because at that time their mother had not yet made friends with anyone. To me, that and number 39 is nothing strange. Next, the earth goddess Gaia married the sky god Oranos. The two gave birth to many children. They are all giants with strength and talent that no god was born at that time to compare with. Of course, later they had to submit to the new gods. People divide the giant children of Oranos and Gaia into 3 types. 1 Titans, Titan and Titanide. There are 6 male giant gods collectively named Titan and 6 giant female goddesses collectively named Titanide. The 6 Titans are Okeanos, the god of the ocean, Koios, Krios, Hyperion, Japet and Kronos. Roman mythology, Saturn. The 6 Titanides are Tethys, Teia, Temis, Mnemosyne, Phoebe and Rhea. To the 3 giant gods Cyclops. These are gods with only 1 eye in the middle of their forehead, fierce and strong like no one else, and are very skillful with their hands and feet. They were skilled blacksmiths who made nothing short of anything. The names of the 3 brothers are Argas, Steropes and Brontes. 3 giant Hecatoncheires. The Cyclops are really weird. but the Hecatoncheires are even more weird. Each Hecatoncheires has 100 arms and 50 heads. People often call them the 100-armed gods. Their power is so earth-shattering, few people dare to just think, of competing with them. Their names are Kotos, Briare and Guys. As mentioned above, Ouranos took Gaia as his wife and gave birth to 6 boys called Titan, and 6 girls called Titanide. The Titans married the Titanides and gave birth to children so they could rule the world. The first Titan, the eldest, was the god Okeanos. God governs all seas, streams, and rivers. God has regulated and arranged the sea and rivers to form a giant river that surrounds and protects the land. Okeanos married Tethys and gave birth to 3,000 boys and 3,000 girls. Girls and number 39. Common name is Okeanide. These are fairies that often reside in the sea but also in rivers and streams. Sons are river gods who govern all rivers and small rivers on earth. Okeanos lived apart from his fellow Titans in a deep-sea palace. This god never attends meetings of gods and humans. The sun, moon and stars are all controlled by Okeanos. They must appear to the world and then return to Okeanos. Only the constellation Ursa Major Gande Ors never submitted to Okeanos and #39. Control. Titan Koios married Phoebe and gave birth to 2 daughters, Letu and Asteria. The beauty of these 2 sisters has caused them so much pain and hardship, a story that would have touched Zeus if told. Titan Hyperion married goddess Taia. This couple gave birth to 1 boy and 2 girls. The boy is Helios, the red god of the sun. The girl is Selene, the gentle moon goddess, and Aias, the goddess of dawn or dawn with pink fingers. The Titan Kronos, known in Roman mythology as Saturn, married Rhea and gave birth to 3 boys and 3 girls. The boys were Hades, Poseidon, and Zeus. Girls are Hestia, Demeter, Hera. As for the 2 Titanides, Temis and Mnemosyne, they have not yet made friends with anyone. The reason why, the ancients did not tell, so we do not know. Therefore, the 2 Titans Koios and Japet had to marry 2 other goddesses who were not of the same Titan bloodline. Krios married Eurybe and gave birth to 3 sons. The gods Astraeos, Pallas and Perses, famous for their profound knowledge. By the way, we need to talk about the love story of the eldest son of Titan Koios, the god Astraeos. I married the nymph Eos Rang Dong with pink fingers, giving birth to the fierce wind gods. However, the wind god Zephyr, Roman mythology, Favonius, has a very gentle temperament. God comes to the world with caressing and loving gestures, bringing to humanity dark clouds that herald cool, refreshing rains. We often call Zephyr the god of the west wind. And the wind god Bak Bore, Roman mythology, Septentrion, has a fast walk. Few wind gods can match, so he brings humans a lot of anxiety. The wind god Nam Notos, Roman mythology, Auster, is warm. The southwest wind god Euros, Roman mythology, Vulturnus, is cool and gentle. Even the countless stars that lie awake all night in the vast sky are also the children of Astraeos and Aias. It is also necessary to mention a little more that Eos also had many love affairs with other gods and even mortals to give birth to children and grandchildren for a crowded and joyful world. Titan Japet married an Okeanide nymph named Clymene. They gave birth to 4 sons: Atlas, Promethe, Epimethe, and Menetios. What about the 2 Titanides, Temis and Mnemosyne, who Don and number 39, T and Quat, get married and Quat? Please tell me, the ancient divine world did not let anyone sit idle. Everyone has jobs to complete. Temis is the goddess of law, justice, balance, and supreme stability created by law and order. Thanks to Themis, the world is stable and develops harmoniously. She is a person with foresight, understanding, and wisdom. And Mnemosyne is the goddess of memory and memory. Thanks to Mnemosyne, people can retain experience and understanding to become more mature and talented. This is the story of the first offspring of Ouranos and Gaia, the Titans and Titanides, and a little about their descendants. Of course, if we trace the genealogy of each branch, there are many more stories. There is a slightly different story about the origin of the world. The ancient Greek comedy writer Aristophane in the 5th century BC wrote, "The dark night has black wings, bringing an egg born from the wind and placing it in the dark, deep, misty heart of Arebe, and while the 4 seasons pass by again, the whole space is always waiting for the god of love to come with his shining golden wings." This explanation is clearly not the same as the story just mentioned above. That is the explanation according to the concept of the religious mythological doctrine Orphism, a doctrine that emerged later, around the 8th century BC. In ancient times, before the founding of the world, there was chaos. Chaos is a dark, empty abyss that arose from eternal time chronos. Fire, water, and air also come from chronos, and thanks to them, gods can be born generation after generation. Dark night, Nyx and mist both reside in the heart of chronos. The mist condensed into a giant egg. And once there are eggs, one day the eggs must hatch. The egg hatched into a young, beautiful angel with golden wings. As soon as he got out of the eggshell, this god immediately raised 1/2 of the eggshell with both hands and kicked the second half under his feet. Thus heaven, Ouranos, and earth, Gaia, were formed. And the beautiful young angel is the god of love, Eros. Eros is a god with special powers. God has the talent to make all things, from gods to people, animals, plants and flowers, even mountains, rivers and seas, harmonize and bond with each other. God has collected and combined everything in this world to create life. And that and number 39 is true, if heaven and earth, Don and number 39, T and Quat, cuddle and Quat each other, then why can a number 39, T heaven stay away from earth? Why does an and hash 39, T heaven leave earth and leave earth to live alone, without anyone to protect her in the dark, cold void? It is because heaven has and Quat, caressed and Quat, the earth, that it has shined light and hot air on the earth, and has watered the earth with cool, moist rains to make the crops lush, the flowers lush and the grass green. As for earth, in return for heaven and number 39's love, the love given by Eros, earth conceived and cherished seeds in its heart and made them sprout and branch. The land has transmitted its vitality to nourish grass, flowers and trees. And is it too and Quat, pretend and Quat, to heaven that earth always changes its clothes and jewelry? Sometimes it and number 39 vust green, sometimes it and number 39 a shiny golden color? There are times when heaven is busy and away, leaving the earth to remember, to miss, to be wilted, sullen, and sad. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.